Welcome again. This is Value Propellers Network, and coming your way with part of our project called one of our materials we've been using to engage for a while now. It's called Project U. It's one of the resources we deploy to recover the man, because until the man is recovered, the earth cannot be recovered. There's chaos in the earth because man, that God gave dominion, is still at large. Yes, still at large. Is on the run from him who can make him valuable. So in the process of recovering man to return and take his position as a value personality, that's why Project U is coming your way. And you see that this project is extremely on time, especially in our nation now, where much of the crisis is buffeting everybody, and everybody's challenged, and everybody is almost uncertain of where the direction is. That's the reason God sent us at this time to address you. The you are still important in the agenda. The mandate has not been taken away from you. The mandate of dominion is still operational, and you are still needed to reign over the earth. And the beginning is to understand that you are a being of value. A being of value. You are a being of value. And so we've been considering, in this material, we've been considering 12 points on why you are valuable by default. Default. By default. Just like that man that you are by default, with or without any addition, irrespective of the position you found yourself, whether favorable to you or unfavorable to you. 12 reasons why you are valuable by default. And we are considering this point. You are too valuable, hence all the challenges, charges, trials, and temptations of the devil to weaken, distract, stop, and reduce full realization of your value. You are too valuable. You are too valuable. You must get this into your mind. Let it reside and be ringing in your mind. Know it. Be proud of it, that I am a value. I am a value. I am a value. Whether something is attached to me, the thing that is attached to me nonetheless, or whether I seem detached from wherever you are hearing this, in as much as you have put your feet on this earth, you enter, first is that you have entered into a value-based habitat. And number two, first is you have entered into a value-based habitat. Number two, you have the resources embedded in you to function as value. 3, you are part of the 3 main constituents or compositions of the earth that made the earth a value-based habitat. And as much as you look like me, you carry a frame called male or female, you are a value. You are a value. And so because you are a value, there's a challenge of attack, challenge hauled at you, things mobilized against you. If you are, it takes a man, somebody said, it takes a man being in the front to have people who backbite him. What does that mean? Because you are valuable to God, the sworn enemy of God has decided to ensure that he brings you down. He decided so. He decided so. And so because he succeeded with Adam to attack Adam, he believes there is no one he cannot succeed at. That was his concept. I'm telling you his concept. He believed if he was able to frustrate Adam, distract Adam, send Adam out of his place, it is possible with any man. That is his own perception. That is the mindset with which he operates. I've come to tell you that you can wear him out. By understanding the fact that I am a value. I am a value. Irrespective of the challenge, irrespective of the issue, irrespective of the attack, irrespective of the troubles encumbering you, irrespective of things that are being programmed to tag you with, even in our nation. There's a way we are tagged currently as Nigerians in various nations. There's a way we are named currently. For example, from 2018, the World Economy Report has said Nigeria, as it were, as they thought, is the poverty capital of the world. You see, those things, they are statement of distraction. They are statements of distraction to provide a concept and a frame of thinking. And you'll see that since that 2018, things have continued to go worse and worse because they have supplied a thinking pattern. But you are the one to say that no. They could have said so. But I am not one of them. I am not so. I am a being of value. And because I am a value, the one who made me and programmed me for value knows what to do to take care of me and retain my value. See, everything God is doing around a man, that miracle, that supply, that sudden help, is still to prove to you that you are a value and is seeking to retain your value by all means possible. So you are the one to ensure that you don't change the thoughts of God about you. Say, I know the thoughts that I have towards you, thought of good and not evil, to give you a hand and a hope. To give you an hand and a hope. So there is an hand God can give you, and that hand is to ensure that you realize and maximize your value. Because what He made into the earth is a value. into the earth is a value. So you must take that position and have it at the back of your mind that this is happening to me because I am a value. Somebody said it takes a man that's alive to know pain. And it is true. Because once you are no more here, you can't know anything that is done to you. So it takes being alive to know pain, to experience pain. But you can turn your pain to a gain when you know that you are a value. And you see, God so made you a value that whatever is thrown at you, you can overcome it if you give it time and you keep your head up. You can overcome it of the truth because you are made for dominion. And you are made to release the value that you're embedded with. So you are too valuable. That's why all those challenges. You see, Paul is a man of great understanding. He's a man of great understanding. You know, he had to write about his challenges. And most of the things that are encouraging you today from Paul, they were written in prison. But because he knew that he's a being of value, he didn't let down the guard and allow the challenge around him to suck him in, such that he loses his value. And so he kept thriving. He kept thriving. You can imagine somebody who is in a prison for an offense they did commit, for an offense that is not even clear. It's not clear. For an offense, for what he knew much about. You know, is a different thing if you are not in the system by which you have been afflicted. He himself is a lawyer. That's enough a trauma. that should get him frustrated. It's a challenge when what you actually know about, you are even an expert. But that is what you are being afflicted with. That should run a psychological effect, negative effect on him. But then allow that to weigh him down, to lose his mind. It didn't allow that to down tool. It didn't allow that to make him down tool and get frustrated and walk away and walk out of destiny. It is that mind you should bring in. And that's why this message is coming to you. Probably Paul, because of what he heard from the Lord. But we are also speaking about the word of the Lord to you as sent, that you are too valuable, hence all the challenges. You see, it's because Nigeria is valuable. That's why he's having these challenges. We don't want to go into Nigeria issue now. But know this. You know, shortly before I entered this broadcast, few hours ago, I was listening to a message. That man was talking about the fact that it takes a man of glory to experience some gory to have some gory experiences It takes a man of glory to have some gory experiences, horrible experiences. And that's why many great men on this earth, they went through things. They went through things. You can name them, you can read about them, whether in a climb or in other places. Is it Ben Carson? Is it MK Abiola of blessed memory, and people like that? People like that, great men, were people of troubles. They didn't allow that to weigh them down. They kept pushing. I remember the song sung by Ron Kenoly. It said, when you catch hell, don't hold it. If you are going through hell, don't stop. He said, you got to do what? You go ahead. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. You are valuable, and so all the challenges are hard at you. It may look as if the whole hell is unleashed on you, and you are in the midst of a storm now, and you are even in your dead hand, as if there's no way out. Whatever is it, you see, don't let the challenge make you take rash decision and make you to change course, especially if you know that it is for the truth. And you have determined, taken a position that you will not do otherwise. Maybe as a lady, you have been tempted to compromise your person. Know it that you are a person of value. Even if it will take something away from you, it must not take your value concept from you. Ensure that it doesn't take your value concept of yourself. Know that in the midst of the challenges, you are a value. You are a value. Now, I want to conclude this discussion with the statement of Paul. Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8. Verse 37 is a name. Know these things, not outside them. Know these things. We are more than conquerors through him that loved us. In all these things. In all what? In height, in depth, in all the things of life, in all the experiences, in all the troubles, in all the challenges, in all the problems, in all the offenses, we are more than conquerors. Know this. You are as important as the trouble that is buffeting you. That's why the trouble is there. You are as important. But much more is that your importance is why you have to labor to overcome it. That's why you have to labor and endure and persevere to overcome it. You cannot allow the challenge of life to overcome you. You are made for dominion, and dominion must be seen through the things you overcome. You must cross hurdles. You must overcome challenges. And you must show God that I am a value indeed. God bless you. See you again.